The 2-10 Washington Redskins travel up to Green Bay to take on the 11-1 Packers. Packers coming into this one looking to keep up this amazing bounce back season, but they're going to have to do it against rookie quarterback Dwayne Haskins. Haskins, 2,700 yards, 22 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. He has had a fantastic rookie season. And here's a guy this Packers team should be familiar with, Adrian Peterson. He caused so much mayhem in that purple and yellow for years, but now he is a Redskin and still doing it this far in his career. 2nd and 9, Haskins now looking, and he is brought down by Zadarius Smith, picking up another sack this season. Saying, get that trash out of here. 3rd and 16 now. Haskins steps back, looks, fires, finds Vernon Davis, almost gets to the first down marker, but Kevin King able to recover and bring him down and stop him just short. After a really nice punt, the Redskins pin the Packers back at the 1, but Aaron Jones busts off a 51-yard run. Absolutely insane. I mean, you have that nice punt, you think you got him backed up, and then Aaron Jones gives him some room. 3rd and 4. Aaron Rodgers finds Davante Adams picking up the first down. Rodgers again stepping back, and this time he's sacked by the rookie Montez Sweat. Sweat, an edge guy the Packers were rumored to be interested in. You know, they went with Sean Gary. 3rd and 18. Rodgers has to just sort of check this one down to Davante Adams. And the Packers, out comes Mason Crosby for the field goal. This one looks good. No, hits off the crossbar. Should have had that one a little more to the left. Redskins coming back out now. Haskins looking, finds Jordan Reed. Reed, relatively healthy season so far this year. He's played every game so far on this not so good season. And there's Kevin King, Paul Richardson Jr. making a better play. King, that would actually earn him a bit of a benching somewhat. Tony Brown would come in and take his spot, and Tony Brown ends up getting the interception after he comes in for Kevin King. Packers not somewhat happy with Kevin King's play so far this season. Somewhat disappointing. And Tony Brown, a guy, brought some depth on that bench, getting an opportunity to shine. Davante Adams able to make another big play, causing a headache for the Redskins. That's his 3rd reception so far in the game. Make this reception number 4 as Collins comes in on the hit. That probably saved an even bigger gain. Rodgers again now, looking, floats one, finds Davante Adams again. There's reception number 5. Rodgers and to Adams connection is really good, but this is not good, this play action run, as a Ryan Anderson comes in unblocked. 3rd and 20 now. Rodgers looking, staying in the pocket, and he finds Jimmy Graham for the first down. Redskins thought they had him, and then Jimmy Graham, he actually slipped but able to get back up and catch that ball. Then here's Davante Adams again. At this point, I've lost count of how many receptions that is. I believe that's number 6 or 7. And then there's Jimmy Graham with his 2nd reception, and that one's for a touchdown. And the Packers now take a 7-0 lead. 3rd and 8, Redskins. Haskins throws this one up in the air, and that's to nobody. Tony Brown got a hand on it and tipped it away. 1st and 10, Rodgers handoff to Aaron Jones. Jones again fights forward for a couple yards, 2nd and inches. Rodgers hands off to Jones this time, and both Kerrigan and Sweat off the edge, able to put down Aaron Jones. And then a errant throw on 3rd and 3 would force a Green Bay punt. 2nd quarter here, still 7-0. And there's a nice throw by Dwayne Haskins as he finds his man again, 23-yard reception. Handoff here to Adrian Peterson. Peterson able to get the first down. If that was Adrian Peterson 6 years ago, that would have been a touchdown, but a little slower, but still just as good. And then here is a throw to the sideline, and Blake Martinez has that one wrapped up. 3rd and 9. Haskins finding Vernon Davis. I believe that is Reed, excuse me. And then here is Haskins again throws this one on the run, and Geis gets brought down by Kyler Fackrell. I believe that's Bryce Love, excuse me again. I'm getting these names all mixed up. Either way, a field goal gets the Redskins on the board, making it 7-3. And the Redskins hope to go into halftime, keeping it a close game with an Aaron Rodgers. He had different ideas. 2-minute drill, Aaron Rodgers. No one is better at this end-of-half drill than Rodgers. Their ability to get points on the board is uncanny, but Rodgers, he gets sacked there. Montez Sweat getting credited for half of that. Rodgers again, 2nd and 22, just lofts one up to Davante Adams. Every time the Redskins would make a play like that, they get a sack on Rodgers. Rodgers would come right back out and pick up a giant chunk of yards just like that. This time he finds Scantling for the first down and then a timeout. Rodgers again, sidearm throws this one to Geronimo Allison, picking up the first down. They'd come back again, and Allison wide open in the end zone. And the Packers only need like a minute, about a minute 20 to just march right down the field, even barring that sack, to just march down the field and put up a touchdown on the board to take a 14-3 lead into halftime. They get the ball coming back out of the half. Rodgers floats one up for Aaron Jones, and then Ryan Anderson on that one. They're going to call that every single time, as that is defensive pass interference. That is such a costly penalty. 19 yards on that one right there. Davante Adams getting down to the 1. He's just having an insane day. Rodgers again, 1st and goal, and he's sacked again. This time by Coleman. 3rd and goal, excuse me. And then Rodgers again trying to find Jamon more and more. That's the story of his career. Just can't come up with the football. Was in a prime position to make a play, and he just struggles to do so. Very common for him. So the Packers have to settle for a field goal, making it 17-3. And a big hit by Adrian Amos there. More from Amos a little bit later, as Fackrell getting in on the pressure there. Haskins just having to throw that one down. And then Haskins again. I can't tell if he threw that one away or that was just a poor pass. I don't know. Then here's Rodgers finding Davante Adams here. 2nd and 11. Adams going, gone. One man got a hand on him, and I think that kept Collins from making a play. But Davante Adams getting the touchdown, making this one 23-3, and just an amazing play by Davante Adams. Crossing routes. It used to be the staple of this Green Bay offense, and then also in the past few years they went away from it with Mike McCarthy. Well, Matt LaFleur has brought it back. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie, as that one scores for 6. Nicholson was able to get a hand on Adams, but just wasn't able to secure him and wrap him up. Haskins now on 3rd and 11, and this is just Haskins' day goes from bad to worse as Adrian Amos takes this one back for 6 as he makes a man fall in the snow. And this day, it just keeps getting worse for Haskins. And it looks like the receiver wasn't even cutting that way, so Haskins just sort of threw one up, a bit of a prayer, and instead it results in 6 for the Packers. 3rd and 8, 4th quarter, Rodgers finding Davante Adams again as he fights down to the 1 again. Rodgers at this point, 3 touchdown passes on the day. He finds Davante Adams again. And the Packers making this lead even more, 38-3. Still the 4th quarter, of course, and there is a bit of garbage time as Dwayne Haskins finds his man Josh Doctson in the end zone to make this 10-38. Makes it look a little bit nicer on the scoreboard. Packers would drive again, and then Rodgers would find Geronimo Allison in the end zone. And that would pretty much bury this game in the snow like the Packers are doing here. It'd be 44-10. Mason Crosby would miss the extra point. And then there'd be the 3rd and final interception for Dwayne Haskins' first trip up to Lambeau. Everyone remembers their first trip to Lambeau, and he's going to have a trip to Lambeau to forget, as that is 3 interceptions on the day for Dwayne Haskins as the Packers cruise to victory. in this one over Jay Gruden and the Washington Redskins. Gruden's seat, that thing is blazing hot as the Packers defeat the Redskins 44-10. Just absolutely a amazing performance by Aaron Rodgers. 26 for 36, 402 yards, 5 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Dwayne Haskins, 16 of 29, 193 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. He just struggled. There's nothing else to say. Devontae Adams, 13 receptions, 261 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Geronimo Allison, 3 receptions, 28 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day for him as well. And Jimmy Graham with 3 receptions, 41 yards, and 1 touchdown. Take a look at the receivers for the Redskins. Josh Doxson, the only one to really look at, 3 receptions, 31 yards, 1 touchdown. Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith were the only quarterbacks to pick up sacks. And Tony Brown, Adrian Amos, and Jair Alexander with interceptions. Jair tried running that one back, but Adrian Amos was the only one able to return his for a touchdown. Nice day for the defense. And the Packers welcome the 9-4 Bears up to Lambeau, and it's going to be a beat-up Bears squad, that's for sure, as the Packers should wrap up the NFC North, as Khalil Mack, he ain't playing, foot fracture. He's probably going to be out for another 5 weeks. And then there's Goldman on that D-line, he's out, dislocated elbow. Leno Jr., their left tackle, he has a foot fracture. He's going to be out for another month. Kyle Long, upper arm fracture, he's out. Their center's out with a shoulder tail, and Mitchell Trubisky, I forgot about this. I probably should have started with this, but Mitchell Trubisky, a broken toe. If the Bears make the playoffs, Trubisky should be good to go, but he's not going to be able to go in this game. So it's going to be Chase Daniel starting at quarterback, no Khalil Mack, no Mitchell Trubisky. That offensive line is a mess. This could end up being a massacre, and it could really put the nail in the coffin for the Bears season, as the injury bug has struck them at a not so great time.